Hi, this is Jees. This is 26th of April. It's Sunday, and this is roughly at 10:30, and I'm reporting the numbers from 9:30. So personal updates, I'm doing pretty good. Had a very great discussion with my brother, sister-in-law, and kids. Basically, brother and sister-in-law about many things about life and stuff. Uh, Highlighting on one point, which is the amount of struggle that you or every one of us might have to go through, not in the sense of COVID, but also in general terms. You may not know what are the implications that you have of this hard work and the trouble that you go through. Might be there is a good response from the future that you have in terms of the hardships that you had to endure. And this is not a promise, but this is like a hope that you might have. So this discussion was very inciting, and I don't know how this discussion started, but this discussion ensued in such a great conclusion that many of the examples of the need for getting a job which you like, the need of a job which you kind of endures, and then a job that you aspire for. So these kind of jobs will make you help work harder and live a peaceful life in the future, not necessarily that you can see directly today. And this is one of the points that most of the students or like the younger generation that is unable to grasp because the world grows around them very fast, and they really don't understand that this after some point there will have to be that growth, that essential feeling of you being the growth and not following the growth is the most important thing. So for example, if you are like struggling to become like something like, for example, in the case of these doctors are and nurses, and all these people have a lot of things to study, generally. But initially when they are preparing for all this medical degrees and all that, it is very dispassionate in many ways, because you have to start learning from the very tender age of 18 to 19, start preparing for all your medical degree stuff, and then go to college, get pre-med and then med. And it's a long journey with lots of ups and downs, financial burden at the end. This will continue all through your like 30 to 34 years of your life, not in total, in cumulative. So by the end of it, you will be like, at the end of 34 year, you will become a brand new doctor. So till that time, you might have this feeling of, I really have no idea where this is heading out, and then what are the possible implications, how can I just get my life a little better and all that. But I think after that point, your struggle does not stop, but it slowly takes a change. Slowly takes a turn of like, you can make that big difference. We can see that all these doctors are being looked upon with great awe and a lot of respect and all. Not that you crave respect or anything, but they are indeed, their work which they do is saving literally a lot of people. I can not figuratively say that they are saving millions of people around the world at the moment, in different countries, in different places. So we have to be really inspired by this work, and then struggle to find a place where you can excel, and then find our passion, and then go and work for the betterment, to leave the place better place than we got. So the school that I am in is under a system called UT system, and one of the famous schools is in Austin, so it's called UT Austin, UTA. So this school has the motto, which is like, leaving the world far better than the one we had from the beginning. So something in those lines, not verbatim, but still there's something in those. So that's one of our responsibilities. That's like one of the good things that I have learned today. And then brother sister kids are all doing great. They're all doing great. So that's great. So one thing is like, okay, my sister-in-law has given her opinion about what she felt about feels and felt when my brother was getting PhD and all those things. It was like a really different feeling. And then she also motivates, like, it's going to be all right, don't worry, and all that. I said nothing is going for waste and all that. So these two people are like, solid two pillars about which I can really build myself, and I think it's a great feeling to be around all these people. That's really cool. Yeah, so I'm also doing pretty good. Since this is a diary which I'm writing to myself, so it's like, I just wanted to keep this addendum just to keep this so that I know exactly what was happening today in my life. So that's one of the things. Talk to my friends. I think I talked to a bunch of my friends, like socially distancing very far away from them, and we discussed about a whole bunch of stuff, including the philosophy of religion, the origin of religion. And in the sense, mostly it was like trying to understand what was going on, and then what are the problems of some of these institutions having the problems with other institutions and stuff, and broadly in terms of how the different institutions has grown over the time, and many other stuff, including like lockdowns and what future holds for us and all. That's like a whole bunch of slew of things today. I think it's going to be a little longer, but still. Yeah, so that was the basic discussion. So initially, me and roommate and I had certain discussion today evening. I was trying to make some biryani kind of stuff, but it could not, fulfill the time requirement that we need to have. But so we postponed it for another day. So, but he was trying to make this chapati for the first time. I think it came out really nice. So. Yes, so that is one basic thing. And talk to my parents, they are doing really good. So they are actively sitting at home, which is, I don't know what it means, but still they are sitting at home. They are like very happy going about things and all that. So that's like really nice. So that's the main update. So it wasn't a long break, but I think it's okay. I'm keeping a diary, so doesn't matter. And here you go, the total number of cases. We'll go to the number of cases. Total number of cases continues to rise, 2.9 million. That really points what we are going to expect tomorrow morning, right? Total number of cases has gone down, 73,858. These cases are low because it's a Sunday, and then majority of the labs don't report. A lot of private labs don't report today. That is one of the friends who has told me. This is detail. Total number of deaths remains 206,997 all across the globe. Total number of deaths today, 3,751 people. That number has gone down today. Total recovery is 878,000. Active cases is 1.9 million. Total critical is 57,600 people. That number is also going down. Next, so the case by country. So United States has highest toll so far, and this is very alarming. 987,000 people have lost their life. Are infected, tested positive. 26,000 new cases today. That number is going down. Again, we will look at tomorrow's and this week's number in order to see what this means. Is there a reduction, or is it like it's just a effect of a holiday that you have? Spain 226,000, 2,870 people. That is less. Italy, all the countries are going down, so it's like a really good note that we have. Italy 197, 2,300. France 162,000. 612, Germany 157,000, 1,257. All these numbers are really going down. The number of new cases are really low in many countries. That's like really good. They still have to be really getting down to zeros. That's what we expect. Apart from that, total number of deaths by country. USA has 55,413 people lost their life to COVID, 1,157 today, and that trend is down. Italy 26,644, 260 today. That number is still going down. That's great. Spain 23,190, 2,288. The number is going down. France 22,856, 242. Going down. The UK has hit the 20,000 mark yesterday, 20,722, to 32, and 413 people lost their life today. That's like a lot of news coming in. A lot of people are actively battling. Many of the states are having reopening. At least 27 states have either or in some ways of opening tomorrow. That we will have to see how to titrate these things. We will see, and then how this is progressing. We will see how these numbers are growing. How can we keep them in check and all those things. it's really, really going to be a trial and error with a lot of information going into the system. So I think they will really see what's going on and then based upon that make decisions. That is one of the things that I think that is happening around today. I think that is a good update for myself, and I think I will see tomorrow what's happening to the world.